unto the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care.
Right. These people don't give a damn. Like, every week since 2020, there's been a new something. And, like, there even came a point where the devil was like, nigga, we shot something out of the sky. There's something coming from the sky. And people just kept eating sandwiches.
It's that movie on Netflix, Don't Look Up.
Right.
It's like they literally, it's like nobody cared.
This is the book of Jeremiah 49 and 31. Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care, saith the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which have neither gates nor bars, which dwell alone. First off, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, find this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. And Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. So, you know, as you brothers and sisters seen in the opening clip, the beloved Elder Yahawah from the GMS Dallas camp, you know, said, and as a spirit, you know, I was, you know, kind of thinking about it because here, excuse me, in Mass, in my town that I live in my city I live in, you know, these damn Edomites are having some kind of porch fest or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Where you know, they basically set up their fucking instruments or whatever, you know, on their porch, and then they play their lame ass music, and a bunch of other lame ass Edomites and heathens come walk up and cheer them on, and you know, they drink fucking beer and, you know, whatever, and walk up and down the fucking street looking at other Edomites play their fucking whack ass music, man. You know, but you know, this is truly the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care, man. And that's why the scriptures read the way they do, man. You know, how of the suddenness of everything that's gonna happen. You know, and I was, you know, in the midst of putting together a lesson when I came across that clip from the Elder Yahawah and the elders and brothers, you know, from the GMS Dallas branch down there. But I was looking at this, and this is from Zero Hedge, and it reads, it scares me to death. More Ohio families turn to food banks amid cost of living crisis. So I mean, you know, I'm not gonna really read through this. Let me read a little bit, just to kind of show how do I want to say it? The extremes of what's happening, as opposed to what people are focused on here in America, which is nothing but folly, as the scriptures say. Folly is set in great dignity, right? So they're too busy worrying about drinking beers and walking up and down the street looking like an asshole, and listening to the, you know, having these other assholes play their whack ass music, instead of paying attention to what's really happening and what's coming down the pike, right? And that's why all of this is going to come upon them as a thief in the night, you know, as the scriptures say. So let me read a little bit of this. It says, the Mid-Ohio Food Collective, and don't, you know, get it twisted, just because this is happening. And that's what a lot of these Babylonians, these Americans, you know, they have this attitude that, well, it's not happening to me, so since it's not in their bubble, then they're good, as if just because it's happening in Ohio that it can't happen and it won't happen here in Mass, and vice versa. You know, the people in another state, if something's happening here, you know, like these different cyber attack threats that we're hearing about, the inflation, you know, the debt that this country's in, the wars and rumors of wars, right? Sedition among men, right? You know, the food crisis in general, right? All these different calamities that are coming. People, for some reason, think that if they act as a fucking ostrich and stick their head in the fucking ground and not pay attention to it, that is just gonna magically go away. And that's just not how it works, man. You know, and as we continue moving closer and closer to the day of the coming of the Lord, right? When all hell breaks loose and when these devils come down with great wrath because they know that they have but a short time, that's when these simpletons, right, as it says in Proverbs, the first chapter, around the 21st verse, the simple walk on and are punished, man. So these peons, you know, that are walking around, you know, and these Edomites and these heathens really give two fucks about. But it's going to be it's gonna be funny to see the shock on their faces when they realize that their world is crumbling in front of them, man. Once they finally realize it, but it's gonna be too late, you know. So this says the Mid-Ohio Food Collective, a food bank providing a free grocery store experience as well as nutritious meals to thousands of people, is just one of many to see a surge in visitors amid a cost of living crisis, right? And there's already, you know, they've been talking about, you know, more than half of Babylonians or Americans can't come up with $1,000 if an emergency came up, you know, across the whole country, you know. But yet, you know, these fools want to sit there and you know, walk around as if nothing's happened, you know. And that's the A. That's why it's going to come upon them suddenly, you know. And I'm going to get those scriptures. Abaratazah. According to its website, the food bank is already providing 170,000 meals each day for hungry people in central and eastern Ohio. But officials said that number has increased dramatically in the past year. It says right now we're running 47% higher in 23 than we did, you know, a year ago. Matt Habash, CEO of the Mid-Ohio Food Collective, told ABC News, and I thought it would drop after the pandemic, but I don't think there's any end in sight, and it's only going to continue to get worse. And what does he say? It scares me to death, and you should be afraid, man. You know, if you don't have Yahawashi on your side, man, there ain't nothing but hell coming to you, man. There ain't nothing but hell coming to you, you know. And it doesn't matter how much fucking charity work you do or whatever. If you're not of the elect of the nation of Israel, you're gonna, hey. And if you got a problem with it, take it up with Yahawashi. So let's get some scriptures. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, right? So, you know, now that, you know, the mask mandates have been dropped, you know, we don't pretty much hear anything about the pandemic at all. Like, it just disappeared. Go figure. You know, we don't hear people really talking about the juicy juice like that. So what are most people doing? They're saying peace and safety. You know, oh, we weathered the storm. America's gonna bounce back. Everything's gonna get better. And like the brother from the camp, Malak, says, normal isn't coming back. Yahawashi is, man. And that's what these people will soon find out, man. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, man. So these are the calamities that are soon to come to these peons, you know, that think shit sweet out here, man. And especially you 2/3 ass jakes that don't want to get right and return onto your power, Yahawashi. You're gonna get caught out there and be destroyed with these damn heathens, man. 2 Ezra 6:22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. Right? So society as of this moment is sewn together. It's you know, there's not chaos outside. But it says suddenly shall the places sown appear unsown, which is chaos. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. All it takes is the right crisis that these devils want to push forward, and the people panic. They do it every time, and the elites know this. You know, when they were getting, doing the lockdowns and everything, and all these simple ass Americans started going up and buying up all the toilet paper and sanitizer and shit like that, you think that they're not gonna do that same type of shit all over again? Because you're talking about a nation full of selfish, self-centered, demons, man. Self-loving, self-righteous, selfish individuals that can care less about, their neighbor, man. That's why the scriptures read the way they do. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor and shall spoil his goods because of the lack of bread. So if everybody right now was to get an alert on their phone and say that all the stores are going to run out of food within or the food trucks aren't coming to the stores in your local areas anymore for a month, would not everybody suddenly just drop everything they're doing right now and run to the store and buy up everything in the store and not care about anybody that's coming after them, their children or none of that? A bunch of selfish, entitled assholes. These Babylonians in particular, these Americans, man. And that's why they're gonna be destroyed suddenly, man. Let's get Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief, right? Yahawashi is coming as a thief in the night. And it says, but blessed is he that watcheth, right? So us brothers, that are watching, right? The Lord said, blessed is he when he cometh, he shall find him so doing, right? Watching and measuring the time diligently in itself, seeing the signs pass, seeing the prophecies pass, right? Looking up articles, watching the news, putting the pieces together, lining them up with prophecies so we know what time we're in. And we're damn sure not in a time of fucking peace, man. There's a time for everything. This is a time of war, man. But I don't know if you brothers and sisters can hear it outside, right outside my window. It's like as in the time of Noah. Noah was mission oriented, preaching, right, warning, and building the ark right in front of everybody. What were they doing? Marrying and giving into marriage, partying, drinking, being merry, right? Is that not what these people are doing right now? But it says, blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, right? His truth, the truth, right? Lest he walk naked and they see his shame, man. So blessed is he that keeps watch, watching at his gates daily, roughly paraphrasing. Luke 6 and 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep, man. Woe meaning destruction. So especially these damn Edomites and these other heathens, they're living on easy street, man. What the scriptures say, woe unto you that are full. Woe unto you that are satisfied, right? That are good. That dwell carelessly, right? Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. So all of these people's laughs are going to be turned into mourning and weeping. Soon come. And suddenly, and I'll wrap it up on this one. This couple right here. Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord, Yahawashi, is near. It is near and hasteth quickly. Greatly. So let me read it again. Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord, Yahawashi, is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, Yahawashi. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Right? So knowing that these things should come, what manner of person should we be? Right? as the scriptures say, in all manner of holy conversation. Knowing that the Lord is coming soon, what frame of mind should you be? And we're not saying that you can't, have a good time from time to time and, relax, but our main focus is always watching, for these prophecies, man. Always being a watchman onto the nation of Israel and giving warning, not in a folly full spirit all the damn time, like everybody around us. It says, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Bahasham Yahawashi, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung, man. So let this serve, as a warning to you Israelites out there, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The Lord is coming suddenly as a thief in the night, man. So don't be in this folly spirit, like these damn Edomites, man, and these heathens, man. Like the scriptures say, follow not a multitude to do evil, man. So and evil's gonna come upon them, since they want to live with their head in the sand, dwelling without care, as the scriptures say. Then everything's gonna come upon them suddenly because they wasn't paying attention to shit. They were too busy trying to party and bullshit, like Biggie said. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do a little lesson and just speak on the folly of these people in America, man, and how it's gonna be funny when all this calamities come upon them because they were too busy going to porch concerts and bullshit like that, man. So, in closing, I want to thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well and taught me his truth. Salutation, brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. So I want to say shalom, I want to say DTA, Abba Ball, and Kwam Yasharallah. And shalom to the next one.